Yeah. Hello, good evening from Kilchoman Distillery. This evening I'm in one of our warehouses where we house most of our maturing stock. And we've got a few announcements to make this evening about the Fèis and an exciting cask offer that we're also about to launch. So about the virtual festival that we're putting on next Thursday, the 28th. Sadly, we can't invite anybody to join us in person, which is hugely problematic for the island in general. But everybody's got their spirits up, and we're trying to do virtual days instead. And our day is packed full of different things, and we're having interviews with James and Ìle Heads, our general manager, about the farm, and in particular the barley that we grow for the distillery. And then again with James and Robin Bignell, who's our production manager, about everything to do with our production process in the still house and our mashing and the fermentation. And also with Derek Scott, one of our maltmen, all about the process of our maltings and what goes into producing our flagship expression, 100% Ìle, and everything to do with that. And then also there's a tasting of our core range with my sons, George and Peter, Maccabee, Sanig, Lochgorm, and 100% Ìle. And we've sent out packs for that. And we hope that other people will join in who've either got those bottles or even if they haven't, we hope that as many people as possible will join in on that. And also then I will be doing a live tasting of slightly geeky, which is about barley varieties and yeast varieties and how we've produced our spirit from different barley varieties and showcasing the differences of those, and also different yeast varieties, which also play an important part in the character of the spirit that we eventually collect. So that'll be a bit of fun, and we've sent out packs for that as well. And we're looking forward to hosting that day with you all. And also later on in the day, we're also going to be sampling the festival release, which I have here. I have a bottle here, which we sent out. I know that a number of you will be disappointed not to have got a bottle, and that's always the case. And more so this year, when we decided that we would release it worldwide, when we normally just release it at the distillery on the day for those who actually come to the distillery and purchase a bottle. So this year we did a lot more bottles. We did 2,630 bottles, and we released it online last week. It was a bit of a mess the first time we did it, when everybody went on to the site at the same time and the site couldn't cope and crashed. And then it went live again a couple of days later on a third-party site. And we know they sold out very, very quickly, and you're never sure how these things are going to work, but they did sell quickly, and we're sorry that we weren't able to please everybody with a bottle. But I'm delighted with this. It's one of our old releases, all matured in bourbon barrels from the early years of Kilchoman, 2006 and 2007. No, I got that wrong, 2007 and 2008. So it's officially a 12-year-old. I always believe that bourbon cask maturation showcases Kilchoman in a wonderful light. It gets all that character in that, and certainly at 12 years of age, the cask influence is really showing through beautifully, and the colour is extraordinary for just a bourbon cask maturation. But first fill would give it that extra colour, and especially the quality of the cask that we buy from Buffalo Trace. Also on the festival day, we're releasing our next limited release, Amburg. And this is a little bit of a one-off. If I'm being polite, I'd call it a mess. If I'm being impolite, I'd call it a cock-up at the distillery. And every distillery, I think, in the bottling halls occasionally get things slightly wrong. And we certainly got this wrong when we mixed a vatting of Maccabee, reduces 46% in 2014, and port cask matured, the first ever fully matured port cask matured at 50% in the vat next to it. And of course, what happened was the wrong valve was open and they mixed. So we ended up with something that we thought was a disaster at the time. I wasn't a very happy chap, but what we did, we took it out of the vat and we put it into refill bourbon barrels and rolled it away into the warehouse and forgot about it really for 5 or 6 years, and then went back and had a look to see if there was something we could do with it. And funny enough, it was starting to come together at the beginning of 2019, but I thought it needed a bit of a lift, a bit of oomph. So then we transferred it into ruby port cask, 100-litre casks, to just give it a little bit of a boost, a little bit of layer of character. And I'm delighted with the result. And we're releasing 10,500 bottles on our festival day. We've done a few tastings, live tastings online, and some of you may have joined in those. And the Amberwick has been very well received. I did a tasting last night with Royal Mile Whiskies, Arthur Mockley, and we tasted it with everyone on that. And again, the comments were very positive. So hopefully you can secure a bottle. I think it's worthwhile. I'm always of the opinion that casks play a massive role in the whiskey that you end up drinking. And here we've got two releases that have been produced in the same way, 50 parts per million of phenols of spirit, and then gone into completely different cask types and produced a different style of Kilchoman. So hopefully you'll look forward to all that. And we look forward to seeing as many as possible at our virtual open day. And of course, all the other distilleries are doing things from this Saturday all the way through to the following Saturday when we end up with our Ardbegs Day on the last day. So it's fun for everybody. I know it's not the same as joining us and taking part in the whole week. It's a very special week in Ìle for the Ìle community, and we enjoy welcoming so many visitors to the island at that time of year. But hopefully you'll all come back next year, and we'll have a big party next year because you've all missed out this time. But the other exciting announcement we have to make is that we're also releasing 15 new make, new spirit casks that we're going to auction this year to celebrate really the 15th year of Kilchoman. Later this year, we are 15 years of age, and we thought it would be good fun to release some of our casks. We've stopped selling private casks. We did at the beginning sell a number of private casks. It helped with a bit of cash flow in those early years, which were very, very difficult, where you're starved of cash coming in and you're producing spirit. So we did release a number in 2005, 6, and then we stopped in 2007 because we felt that we needed to maintain our stock levels. But we've decided this year, because it's a special year coming up to our 15th birthday, that we would release 15 casks. And the first tranche, the first 5 casks, are going to be released on Thursday, the 28th of May, our festival day. And we're giving the option for the lucky winners, the ones who bid the most for these casks, because it'll go online. And we'll obviously announce all of the dates and the times of the auction that goes live, and then it'll be available maybe for a week or longer to bid on. So we're offering new make, new spirit, filled into either a bourbon barrel, an STR, shaved, toasted, recharred hogshead, an Oloroso sherry hogshead, a Madeira hogshead, and a port and a port hogshead. Now, the experimental cask types, apart from the Oloroso hogshead and the bourbon, these will be, they've already been used as for finishing mainly, and so we've taken some of the impact out of these casks. But then those who are lucky enough to bid the highest, the 5 lucky people will get the chance to choose the cask that they fill their new make, new spirit into. So the first 5 will be auctioned from Thursday the 28th, and then we'll have announcements about the next 2 tranches, the next 5 casks on 2 separate occasions leading up to our 15th birthday on the 14th of December. 14th of December is etched in my mind and always has been. It was the first cask that we ever filled on the 14th of December 2005. And after 4 or 5 years of putting this project together and all the heartache that goes into doing that, mainly raising the money, getting it all together, and when the spirit still runs for the first time, it's a special and emotional moment. And so this first cask that we fill on that day is very, very special to me and everyone connected with the distillery. And so we felt this was a right time to let other people join us and maybe fill single cask. But it's not something that we're going to do on a regular basis. We're keen to maintain all our casks for use at the distillery, and that's always been my aim, is to do that. But look, I very much hope that you'll be able to join us on Thursday, 28th, and hopefully next year we'll see a lot of you back at the distillery. So look forward to seeing you next Thursday, the 28th of May. Thanks very much and good night.